I'm Ben with the BTC Sessions, and this is your Bullish Bit, brought to you by bitrefill.com, the easiest place to shop and get all of your needs met with Bitcoin and Lightning transactions. You can head over here. They've got gift cards from Amazon, Walmart, Steam, Uber, Instacart, Airbnb, Apple. The list goes on, but they have you covered. You can be living on a Bitcoin standard like me, and BitRefill has been a godsend. So head to bitrefill.com and use code BTC Sessions at checkout for discounts.
I think one of the things that is really interesting about how Bitcoin acts on psychology and culture, and Ben, you mentioned it, that being involved in Bitcoin has changed you in a variety of ways that you would deem positive. And I think all of us on this panel would say the same. And I think everyone listening would say the same to some degree. And, there's definitely a lot of reasons for that. And time preference is definitely one, and delaying gratification and undertaking large, thinking about the future more, let's say, and thinking that you have a future. But I think it's also that Bitcoin has certain characteristics or attributes by virtue of how it functions. So one might be Bitcoin can't lie. Bitcoin propagates truth. And so there's this, if you translate that attribute into the human domain, you might call that an ethic of honesty. Be honest. Bitcoin can't be violated. You translate that into human domain, you might say, don't steal. Bitcoin treats everyone the same. Everyone is subject to the same rules. You transmute that to the human domain, you might say the ethic of fairness. Bitcoin is based on proof of work. You translate that into human domain, you might say the ethic of humility. Bitcoin allows you to be more self-owned. Again, in the future, when we're not so surreptitiously and overtly stolen from, that you are the only one who allocates your capital. And therefore, if you have the ethic or the attitude of generosity, of charity, of compassion, that you can't rely on that being outsourced to the government or whomever, the social welfare system, whatever. You're in control of those ethics, and you have to find them within you and decide how important they are to you. And so, we could probably keep going with that, but you get the point that these attributes of Bitcoin are transmuted into the human domain, and they emerge as ethics. And I think we see that, broadly speaking, in the culture that's emerging around Bitcoin, that people value things like honesty and humility and hard work. And another big one is nobody can own Bitcoin for you, right? You have to own it for yourself. That's a profound sense of responsibility. So that's the ethic of responsibility. And that is being propagated in the culture. And so what happens is those ethics become elevated and propagated in the culture. And as a result, they become the incentives. And so you are rewarded when you express those ethics in your behavior. And that is a big way in which I see Bitcoin altering the incentives, the societal incentives that we engage with. And it's great, because wouldn't you like to live in a culture where, those ethics or those moral behaviors that we'd all probably more or less agree on were the ones that were most rewarded, that were most incentivized, that even if you didn't really understand them internally, you haven't done all that work, whatever, the signal that you're receiving is to act in accord with a certain ethic. And so, it's still early days, but I see that happening in spades in the so-called Bitcoin culture.